Miss Trisha mentioned that her father resides in the checkpoint rest.
Welcome, sir. If you think me a liar, then buy some. The creation of a masterpiece takes time, sir. Pray do not rush me. Many thanks to you. Need anything? Many thanks.
It is most exhilarating to hand over such a sum.
We've a journey to prepare for after all. We can't afford to cut corners.
Reckon your trade towns can make you right sick of crowds, but here, at least, you'll find a many thanks.
Well done, Arisen. You have acquired a maester's teaching, an important milestone in mastering any vocation.
'Tis an honour and a...
Welcome, after all. 'Tis folly to linger on a single vocation when there are... So many exciting methods, always a pleasure.
Could you come over here?
Trade towns can make you right sick of crowds, but... Here, at least, you'll find a bit of... Many thanks. Go on, have a look.
Off to market I go.
Well met, sir. How's the day treating you then?
I'm going to go exploring.
Ingredients are plentiful hereabouts.
No harm in picking a few.
So we finally arrived. I thought we'd never make it.
Best buy what you need.
These writings could be of import.
Let's have a look then.
Can't remember the last time I...
Looks like we've both got some time on our hands.
I don't believe I had any visitors today. My interest is piqued. Very well. You may enter.
I'll harvest what I can, should it please you.
Now then, what business have you with me? Could it be you have come to learn of my magic, I wonder how you shall fare. Many are those who have knocked at my door only to walk away broken and defeated. Perhaps you would allow me to test your resolve? Bring me the grimoires I yet lack. I will not demand that you gather them all. A few shall suffice to prove your determination. You would rifle through your host's possessions unbidden? How utterly contemptuous! Have you found any grimoires? You know not where they are to be found? I shall divulge but one location. I have heard tell the village assailed by the dragon, mind you. This is the height of indecorum.
I've just remembered. There was another matter we were to attend to hereabouts. Was there not?
When the mind is split, the heart must lead. Oh, so I've learned. Here at last.
You would rifle through your host's possession?
I'll admit, I did worry you'd forgotten me.
Nothing more pathetic than begging for your life.
This is the height of indecorum.
I've just remembered. There was another matter we were to attend to hereabouts. Was there not?
We'll make our way there in time. As to whether 'twill be sooner or later, that is for the Arisen to decide.
Ingredients are plentiful hereabouts.
Shall we see if there's aught to be found while we're here?
We've arrived, I see. That's a relief.
At last! The moment I've been waiting for. Allow me to gather these up.
anything?
The morrow will be
Not
no
sure what
different.
they expect. I'm no cook, am I?
I'm in no hurry to leave.
What ought I to do?
My wares. I'm nodding off where I
Reckon your road's been a trade towns can make you right sick of crowds. But here, at least, you'll find a bit of peace. Many thanks. Reckon you trade towns can make you right sick of crap. But here, at least, you'll find many thanks.
Errands are wearisome work indeed.
Aye, out of the cart, all of you.
Perhaps this will seem of little consequence, but some masters rearrange their party at the drop of a hat. One such arisen dismissed me after only half a day of service.
Each to their own.
Pray, slow your feet. You run too fast for the likes of me.
Let us endeavor to keep up, though we are less fleet of foot.
If I might be so bold as to speak my mind, look how many women we count among our number.
And yet no two of us are the same. This is generally used as a material.
Different combinations of materials result in different creations.
Yon statue may yield new sights, if we can reach it.
I can foresee no reason not to go see it up close.
I seem to recall leaving just such an item in storage.
You can count on me to fly to your aid in your hour.
I could look upon this sky for all eternity, if 'twasn't for the crick in my neck.
Keep gazing upward and you're like to stumble ere long.
Here you are, Master. I hope you like it. I found it myself.
A good sleep does wonders.
Come, we've much to be getting on with.
I hope you slept well?
I cannot enter the palace myself. I will at least escort you to the entrance.
Oh, apologies, Master. My mind was 1,000 leagues away. While traveling beyond the rift, I uncovered a treasure chest hidden in this very locale. Shall we seek it out?
I'm afraid I cannot escort you beyond the castle entrance, Master. We will have to part ways till you emerge. These writings could be of import.
Shall we take a closer look? I would have preferred not to have to fight so soon, but at least I know I am up to the challenge.
Try not to get hit, lest all that room go to waste. No sense letting the enemy gain the upper hand. The early griffin gets the worm, as they say.
Masterfully done!
Let us try for the same result with our next attack.
Naught compares to the thrill of victory. One cannot help but feel the job.
We mustn't allow ourselves to become complacent. Take each trial as it comes.
I shall be your shadow.
What do you presume to gain by this, Arisen? rain twofold. Oh, look, there are rare materials yonder, just waiting to be harvested.
Well spotted. Shall we see what we can find? That was superb, Arisen. Methinks we could move this boulder if we work together.
A firm push is what's needed here. Feast your eyes on this! It's about time we pressed on, wouldn't you say, Master?
The creature's corpse will serve us well.
Go right ahead.
heard a rumour that this land was once a kingdom of beastrons.
Truly? As I recall, we have another matter to attend to in this domain.
Shall we head there now? 'Twould save us having to make the trip again.
Suppose I ought not shut rehearsal.
Why not hop in the cart? Can't work as late as I used to anymore.
Times are hard.
These old bones grow weary.
Food and drink are lovely, but I've other appetites.
Oft we forget the value of I'm dead on my feet after today's training.
I'm in no hurry to leave. I could do with a long soak in the tub.
I warn you, I'm not easily impressed. I warn you, I'm not easily impressed.
Seems my feet always lead me here.
It's best taken at a leisurely pace. I do like it here, but it can get very dull.
Days like this
I dream of someone sweeping me off my feet.
almost time to set out.
Fine weather today.
Wonder what rumours that they have in store.
I could do with a long soak in the tub.
Where will the wind blow me today?
Where was I bound again? I'd never leave.
Fine weather today.
Stomach is raining. I'll have an early supper.
You're the Arisen, aye? The personage of great esteem is to return from Batal to Verm. I speak of Sir Augustin. Your aid is requested in guarding his ox cart as it travels as a potential ally to your... And bear in mind that this is a matter of the utmost secrecy. You have your orders. Read them and...
Let us make haste, that no life may be lost on our account.
Suppose I ought not shut Raghnall.
Every new meeting is an adventure in the offing. Stomach's complaining. I'll have an early supper. Time garage.
You understand how heavy the burden of duty can be. Would you hear my request? Thank you kindly.
Not without its
I'm
charm.
in no hurry to leave.
This ladder can take us to new heights.
We ought to put it to good use.
Nodding off where I stand.
Do stop and have a look. I've wares of every ilk.
All this quiet makes me think.
Look, yonder, toward the sea. I espy a distant shore, a land untraveled.
One day, when we're well prepared, perhaps we might venture there and explore.
There are useful ingredients to be gathered here, I'll wager.
No harm in picking a few.
Not a foe in sight.
A brief respite.
Master! Goblins!
We have no means of exploiting our enemy's weakness.
I'll gather these now. 'Twould be a shame to forget their location when we need them most. Tis no more or less than what one might have expected.
We cannot expect gleaming treasures round every corner. seems a decent spot for a campsite.
There's no reason to rush into our bedrolls.
That was well fought. There's no one standing who might say otherwise.
No doubt this triumph will spur us into the next.
Look there. I espy another statue.
Why don't we go take a look?
I thank you. Would you accept this humble reward? I know aught. Whate'er trials we may face, I shall go where'er your quest.
You scared? You should be. Seems your luck's run out. And mine. I'm gonna enjoy this.
Come on then! Dance!
My tactics are at your disposal.
I seem to recall there being a treasure chest in this area when I explored it in other worlds. Shall I lead the way?
The sun's light has grown dim.
We shall have to be all the more vigilant. This Oxguard was beset by assailants it could not shake. And this is the result.
The roads are hardly safe.
We ought to proceed with caution.
Ah! A Minotaur is upon us!
There's no debilitation a curative cannot mend. This brute has quite the temper.
I do not believe their rage to our advantage.
Most effective. Isn't it about time we had ourselves a meal? Oh, what I wouldn't give for a bowl of hot stew. Ingredients are plentiful hereabouts.
Shall we see if there's aught to be found while we're here? You're welcome to take whatever you like from my pack, Master. I'd gladly see you put what I find to good use.
I enjoy tackling fierce foes.
You'll not live to regret this!
Reckon your trade towns can make you right sick of crowds, but here...
Ah, how I've longed to embrace...
Good morrow, everyone.
Off we go then.
I hope you slept well?
Suppose I could enjoy some idle chit-chat. Welcome, sir. If you think me a liar, then buy something and see the item you requested is complete. Here you are, sir. Use it well. Ah, I see you desire one of my masterpieces. Very well. I shall have your order crafted in good time. A little patience is all. Many thanks to you.
This is a forgery, is it not? A copy, in other words, with no inherent value. What do we hope to do with it?
My heart shies from the thought of using it for deception. But
Trade towns can make you right sick of crowds. But here, at least, you... will find a bit of peace and quiet. Many thanks.
I've got a good...
About time you showed up. I've been waiting for you. Our mission is simple. Sir Augustin will board the ox cart. We must safeguard it from would-be assailants till it reaches its destination. See to it that none approach. The Queen Regent's supporters will come for Sir Augustin's head. Of this, we can be certain.
A quiet day.
Come along now.
What was that sound? Who's there?
Hold a moment. I'll be handling Augustin's escort from here.
Foul brigand! We shan't allow Sir Augustin to fall prey to the likes of you!
There's no need for theatrics. I know your aim here. Ah, here's a surprise. We met at the tavern, remember? Fair warning, cuz this craven isn't worthy of your trust.
He speaks madness! Subdue him at once, ere he injures our noble charge!
Why, if 'tisn't Sir Raghnall from the tavern. Now 2 parties ask our aid, but which is...
You would betray me. Have you lost all sense?
You believe me then? That's a bit of a relief, actually. Thanks, cuz.
Freshly rested as we are, this battle ought to be in our favour.
Try not to get hit, lest all that vin go to waste.
Curse you! All that planning and... for what?
Phew! I appreciate the confidence, cuz 'twas a welcome surprise. But I can't linger here, I'm afraid. My apologies for this. Follow after me, if you can. Succeed, and I'll share the truth of all of this.
Whatever choice you make, Arisen, I am sure 'twill be the right one.
That was impeccably timed, Arisen. Already? Bother. I was just getting warmed up.
We meet again. Hoy there. I take it you lost your footing as well? You seem to have fared better than I did. I took the fall for Augustin, only to find myself waist deep in monsters. Still, so long as he escaped, I'd wagered that makes this a job well done. Speaking of, I was to tell you the truth behind all of this, wasn't I? I'll be glad to oblige you, of course, but we ought to get moving first. What say I explain while we search for an exit? Time to get to work. Not bad. From what I've seen of your skills during that mess in the tavern and today's business, I can say you're really something. And my word ought to carry a fair bit of weight, considering my reputation as a warrior of unparalleled skill. Though of late, I've mostly been playing escort to spineless nobles. Turns out, as a sellsword proves himself, the list of those who can afford his services grows shorter and comes to be written in finer ink. Makes for a duller life, though I can't say I've any complaints about the weight of my pockets. Still, I hunger for a real battlefield, where a single misstep spells death. I crave the simplicity of it. There's naught else like it. The clashing of bodies and wills. I'd not say no to a fight with you. Let's have at it when I'm all healed up, eh? Mayhap, I'll not give you a choice in the matter. I'm not sure what's brought me here. I suppose I'll have a few drinks and hit the hay. That escort mission was a trap concocted entirely for your benefit, you know. It was supposed to give those responsible a means to incriminate you. But Augustin is no fool. He had his doubts about his summons to Vermin and hired me to watch over him in an unofficial capacity. So I looked into the cart that would be escorting him, and lo and behold, I found your name. But 'twasn't on the list of hired guards, oh no. Rather, your name was on the list of persons to be on guard for. In short, you had been called in to act the part of the culprit. Mark my words, if you'd carried on with them, Augustin would have been slain, and you would have been held responsible. You'd not have stood a chance against all that if it hadn't been for me. Aye, methinks I've earned my pay this time. And then some. I protected my charge and got you away from the scene without your being branded a murderer and thrown in jail. Now all that remains is to escape this place. I expect we'll find a way out soon enough, if we only press on. Still, I've got to wonder where this craven plot came from, and what you did to warrant it. One thing's for certain, you must have powerful enemies in Vermin. But why? 'Tis not as though you're the Arisen true. What? You are the Arisen. Ha! 'Tis a small world indeed. You've piqued my interest. I've no business here. Best I hit the road. Right, let's press on. Judging from the flow of air here, the exit can't be far. Well, this is a right awful place to be cut short. At least you made it out all right. Don't worry, cuz. I'll be fine on my own. After all, I can't afford to die here. We haven't had ourselves a real bout yet. We'll see each other again. You can count on that. And when we do, you'd best be ready for the fight of your life.
We are reunited at last, Master. I do hope you encountered no trouble in the cave.
Our task is complete.
We'll never get anywhere if all we do is rest.
Let us return once we've grown tired from our labors.
Unless I'm very much mistaken, we've got just what we need tucked away in storage.
Over so soon? Why, we seem to have come through unscathed.
We mustn't allow ourselves to become complacent. Take each trial as it comes. Avoid flame at any cost, Risen. You have been doused in oil. I shan't let it harm you.
There are useful ingredients to be gathered here, I'll wager.
No harm in picking a few.
Nice of you to say so.
Well said.
Must you run so fast? I can hardly keep you in my sights, Arisen.
No time to catch your breath. Try to keep up.
I can't wait to find out what's inside.
Shaken loose. Also not volunteer. I've never seen my own master take such.
Now that is a surprise. What's up there? I can't make much out from here, but I have a feeling it will be worth the climb. Master, I believe I could be of aid here. Might I be of assistance?
At last! The moment I've been waiting for. Allow me to gather these up.
Follow me.
Tis rather high. It might be beyond our reach. Allow me, Master. Tis within my reach. I would gladly be of aid, Arisen.
If 'tis an obscure text we seek, methinks Magistrate Waldar is our best hope. His knowledge of tomes is unparalleled. A person of import, I take it. Very well. I will lead the way.
We're in your hands, sir. Much obliged.
This is for you, Master. I thought it might come in useful.
Right, just follow me. Am I the first to notice we've all got different back... Occasions?
Our respective abilities are unique as well.
We must each of us hone our skills. A jack of all trades is a master of none.
Oxen are to be found here, of all places.
'Tis best to leave harmless creatures be.
Anything for you, Arisen. Off I go.
Tis times such as these that a sorcerer's magics are best employed. Might I be of assistance?
Tis a ladder. Shall we see where it leads?
Ah, excellent find. My sorcerer skills could improve our situation. I would gladly be of aid, Arisen.
Follow me.
But of course, Arisen. You may depend upon me. Ingredients are plentiful hereabouts.
I say we collect as much as we can carry.
Ah, I'll take that. We might find a use for it.
While in another world, I happened upon a treasure chest rather close by here. Perhaps I could show you the way.
Be ready! Our foes are armed!
When I get my hands on you.
With this, my magics are yours to wield. So, the path splits here.
Let us trust in ourselves and proceed with caution. our strength would be most welcome.
A gift of fire! Mind you don't burn your fingers. I've got a good feeling about this one.
That was well fought. There's no one standing who might say otherwise.
No doubt this triumph will spur us into the next.
Master, I vow to weigh my...
Focus your strength, Arisen!
All this fuss over moments in caution. Shan't happen again.
We've naught to gain by fighting here. Best we push on. I can hardly wait to be within the city walls.
Do not let up your guard till we are inside the gates.
It's no great shock to me.
Well, men, you will soon forget the fatigue of a long journey when treated to the foremost hospitality. Much obliged. I fear I've no wisdom to offer. I've been here so long.
I nodded off for a moment there.
You'd think they'd learn by now not to creep up on me. I end up
Swear I've not blinked once in the last
day of
hour.
rest.
The hours seem to fly when I'm here.
Times are hard. I'm barely scraping by.
We might scratch another task off our list while we're here, if we are so inclined.
We shall have to decide which is the most pressing. We cannot do everything at once.
This ladder can take us to new heights.
We ought to put it to good use.
I'll take any chance not to think on my drunken heart.
Welcome. Welcome.
Have you business with the guild, sir? I should be glad. To assist you. Do come again.
How are we to fight with such worn-out gear?
We have found a material.
Different combinations of materials result in different creations.
I've just recalled a little tidbit I heard from the locals.
If you refer to changes in the military's makeup, I've heard the same.
Indeed. Tell is, there's been a shift in the chain of command.
Dead on my feet. Maybe I'll keep it right here. Take my controls.
Ho there. How have you fared? Would you lend your ear to my request? Many thanks.